Yeah. Once again, we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. God belongs to the apostle and elders of GMS, all you brothers out there that push this truth in sincerity and in truth, you know. Hey, this is Brother Azar.
Brother Garasham
coming to you with the next lesson. Right? This lesson is going to be called The Angel Was Cast into Hell, Preserved for the Day of Judgment. Right? So we're gonna get into that. Right? The first precept is Jude 1 and 6.
Jude chapter 1 verse 6. The angels which kept not the first estate, but left their own habitation, ye have reserved in everlasting chains, under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
Right. Now we're gonna get into this and we're gonna dissect it. Now, why we say that the angels? Because angel just mean messengers, right? An angel, it have celestial angel and it have terrestrial angel, right? And the word angel just mean messenger, right? So we're gonna, whenever you see an angel, it means the angel bring a message. A man on the earth could be an angel, right? And yes, we are angels, right? Because we bringing a message from Yahweh Shai, right? So let us first understand what's the meaning of hell, right? Give me Jonah, the book of Jonah, chapter 1. Then give me start from 15 for me. Right. So yeah, right? A lot of people, they are not knowing the scripture, right? Because they don't understand what is hell. The so-called white man, what he did, he messed with their brain. You understand? The wrong teaching. Now the true messenger, the true angel, the true minister of Yahweh Shai, right? The Father and the Son is bringing out the true explanation of these things. All right? So we're going to get into the angel and we're going to get into hell. But first we're going to deal with hell.
Yeah, Jonah
right.
chapter.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jonah chapter 2.
1 and 15. Start from there.
Yeah. Jonah chapter 2 verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord, his God, out of it the fish's belly.
No, Jonah chapter 1 and 15. Okay.
Yeah, Jonah chapter 1 verse 15. So they took up Jonah and cast him forth into the sea.
Go ahead.
And the sea ceased from her raging. Then the men feared the Lord exceedingly.
Go ahead.
And offered a sacrifice unto the Lord.
Read on.
And made vow. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah.
Go ahead.
And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights.
Right. So Jonah was in the fish belly, and he was in agony, right? He was in torment because there wasn't enough room and all of these things for you to move. You know, because hey, you could also feel like you're choking in a room that have no air. You understand? But the Most High kept Jonah. Go ahead. 2 and 1.
Yeah, Jonah chapter 2 verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord, his God, out of the fish's belly.
Go ahead.
And said, I cried by reason of my affliction.
Of what?
Of my affliction.
Read on.
Unto the Lord.
And
he heard me out of the belly of hell.
Out of the belly of what?
Out of the belly of hell.
Meaning that he was in the fish's belly, and he was what? He was in hell, the affliction. So when they say heaven and hell is on the earth, yes, it is true, because affliction means hell. You understand? When you go through affliction, is hell. All right. So this is what Jonah was going through. Finish it.
Yeah, he was in that torment condition. You know? Yeah, the opposite for hell is heaven.
God.
You know, meaning you in a comfortable state.
Yeah.
Right? You see, and I said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I.
Yep.
And thou heardest my voice.
And thou heardest the voice of Jonah, right? Now give me Samuel chapter 13 and 14.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, right? So this is how you the scriptures say, precept upon precept we get understanding, right? So this is how we bring out precept to teach our people, right? Not everybody is going to get this gospel. Not everybody is going to get the understanding of the scriptures, right? Yeah,
One second.
yeah. Right. So it's the Most High, like the scriptures say, if you have ears to hear, you will hear, and if you have eyes to see, you will see, right? And we're supposed to see all this affliction and hell that we catching. You understand? That is hell. You so-called Latino, Native, and Negro, you are the one that is in hell right now today,
Yeah.
right?
That's why you can't get, if you get a job, it's just for what you call it, minimum wages.
Yep.
You know, all these different nations, they would come in your country, the
Mhm.
neighborhood, they would come from nowhere. And they would open stores and shop.
Yeah.
And you there all your life and you can't even open one.
Yeah.
You can't even go in the bank and get a loan.
You could only get a job with them.
Yeah, you see? Which go back to the courses of
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28,
That's
which, you know,
Mhm.
the L
Yeah.
that the Lord casts us into, this bad state.
Of course.
Time. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 2. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 16. It say, and moreover, I saw under the sun
Mhm.
the place of judgment.
Yeah. Under the sun. That's meaning in the earth. Go ahead.
That wickedness was there,
Mhm.
and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. You see? So it's on the earth is where judgment takes place. Right? Is there no way under the earth where somebody born? Right?
That's where hell and heaven is.
Yeah, on the earth.
God.
Right? Yeah.
So go back to Jude 6 now. No, before you go there, you was reading 1 Samuel chapter 13. 1 Samuel 13.
Yeah. 1 Samuel chapter 13,
Read 14 for me.
verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
But no, thy kingdom shall not continue.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord have sought him a man after his own heart.
After is what?
Own heart.
Go ahead.
And the Lord have commanded him to be captain over his people.
Right. So David is a man after the Most High own heart. Now I'm gonna get into some precept and show you what happened. Give me Psalms 116. We'll start at 1 for me. Right? Listen to this. And David is a prophet and a king. Right? And a priest. David
Yeah.
is a man after the Most High heart. Now let us see what David said.
Yeah. Psalms 160 verse 1.
Read.
I love the Lord because he have heard my voice
Mm-hmm.
and my supplication,
Mm-hmm.
because he have inclined his ear unto me.
Go ahead.
Therefore,
This sound like Jonah, because David is crying out here. What supplication mean? To cry out. He was going through affliction. So what you do? You cry out in affliction. You cry out whilst you're in hell. Go ahead.
because he have inclined his ear unto me,
Read on.
therefore will I call upon him
Mm-hmm.
as long as I live.
As long as he what?
As I live.
So David was crying out because he was living.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
The sorrows of death compass me.
The sorrow of what?
Death compass me.
That mean hell, because people wanted to kill David. When people wanted to your life, there's this sorrow. There's no, people feel sorry. They get in a sorry position, the sorry state of mind when they know death is there. Like if somebody, like you go to your so-called doctors and they tell you get cancer and you could only live 3 years or 3 months. Guess what? The sorrow of death compass you. Now you're living in a condition of hell. Read on that.
You said the sorrows of death compass me.
Uh-huh.
And the pains of hell.
And the what?
The pains of hell.
The pains of hell. Pain is what? Affliction.
God.
There's affliction David was going through. This is a man after the Most High heart. And he was going through it. Go ahead, huh?
The pains of hell compass me.
Mm-hmm. I see there?
Yeah, no. The compassed me.
Mhm.
The pains of hell got hold upon me.
Mm-hmm.
I found trouble and sorrow.
What do you find? Trouble
Trouble.
and sorrow.
Okay.
So this is what we explaining to you so-called Latino native and Negro, that hell and heaven is right here. When you get in sorrow, you catching hell. You understand? When you in pain, like, hey, we in hell. Because what? Our body, this chain of darkness, this is what we getting down into. Right? That the Most High cast us down from our first estate. Now we in hell. This flesh, this we always sick in this body. You understand? We don't get the right medicine for this body. Right? Now we're gonna get into the angel, but we still on hell a little bit more. Give me Psalms 139 and 8. Psalms 139 and 8.
Psalms 139 verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
If I ascended up into heaven,
Mm-hmm.
thou art there.
Meaning that if like David, he was a king. You understand? So he lived the royal life there. But that was just a shadow of things to come. Go ahead.
If I make my bed in hell,
Mhm.
behold, thou art there.
You see, if you make your bed in hell. So it just means that if you're in a bad affliction, guess what? The Most High is there all the time. The scripture says the Most High eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun. Right? Give me a next precept. Give me Psalms 18 and 5.
Psalms chapter 18 verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
The sorrows of hell compass me about.
The sorrow of what?
Hell compass me
So
about.
it's strict. This Bible, if you really dissect this Bible, if the Most High, Yahweh shall give you the understanding of this Bible, he's gonna tell you plain that hell is affliction, is sorrow. Go ahead, ah.
The sorrows of hell compass me about.
Mm-hmm.
Compass me, Salakia. And the floods of ungodly men made me afraid.
The flood of ungodly men. So what happened now? These other nations are living in heaven because they have everything to the ledger, like I just said. Right? So let us see what is going to happen to these nations. Give me Psalms 9 and 17.
Yeah, Psalms chapter 9 verse 17.
Read.
It say, the wicked shall be turned into hell.
These wicked, there's 18 nations upon the face of the earth, and 17 nations are considered the wicked. Right?
So,
Yeah, chiefly Esau. Right? It said the wicked shall what?
the wicked shall be turned into hell.
And what is the hell? The hell talking about they're going to be in captivity. Right? Hard bondage. They're going to slave for us just like we slave for this wicked ass kingdom. Right? The only thing is that we're going to do it in righteousness. Esau didn't do it in righteousness. Again, all the time I've been speaking, I'm telling you who is the angel that cast into hell. It's telling you the angel are men. Right? So we're going to get into that. Give me Jude one more time, huh? Give me the book of Jude. See that here.